everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you all are doing good. Today we are going to discuss about our first statistical concepts. And without delay guys, let us start. So here we are with our first statistical concepts. So why it is important guys statistics? To know statistics, why it is so important in data science? Because see we have pandas library, right? That pandas library has the whole concept of applying tools and techniques for statistics. But still, why I'm covering is you should know how we are manipulating data, what is the science behind it, why we are like taking mean median mode, what is the why we are doing hypothesis testing and all those things we should know, because that is a fundamentals. You should be clear on that. Without knowing that, it's just like you're memorizing things. So, what is statistics basically? It is a study of manipulating data and to implement the techniques to collect, examine, and analyzing, and you will draw the conclusion out of it. Right? And it helps to analyze what kind of data you have, you have whether quantitative data or qualitative. Based on that, it will give you the output. Based on that, it will give the inference out of it, right? With statistical concepts, we can utilize the tools and techniques, and we will, like I said, that we have pandas library where we are implementing techniques, where everything, it has all kind of functionalities, all kind of statistical functionalities, which will help, right? But still we have to understand why we are using it, and that is why I'm covering this parts. So mostly statistical concepts, why we are emphasizing more, because every time we cannot go and we cannot work on data, right? Like most of the times we are getting the trend out of the data by knowing the past historical data. By consider, like we are taking the old data, we are getting the inference, and we are predicting the data, what is going to be in future. So that is how your statistics works. Now let us understand one more concept, which is nothing but population and sample. So what is a population, guys? When we are considering, just take an example. India has a population of 140 billion plus people, right? So that population, if you take some sample, maybe you can take 1 lakh sample during COVID time, right? How we are implementing these vaccines, no, we have taken different samples of people and we are testing on them, and we are analyzing, okay, what would be the outcome out of it, whether the vaccine works on those people or not. So that is what is a population and sample. So population is a whole thing, it's the whole complete amount of data. However, sample is nothing but a random sample which you are fetching or which you are collecting from that population of data. So here again we have few characteristics we have to consider. One is your parameter and another is a statistic. So what is a parameter? Parameter means it's a property of that particular population. And when we are talking about statistic, it is a measurement of that property. For example, here I have shown, when we are considering the average height of students, that is called as a parameter, correct? That's a parameter. It's a measurement. Like that's a name, or you can say it's a variable, right? But when we are assigning that variable, you can imagine in that way. So take this as a variable, average height of student. And when we are assigning to some input, what is the average height? That is called a statistic of that thing. See how easy it is, right? A population and sample. So you can consider that average height of student is somewhere around 5.7. Then we are considering that as a standard, and we are batching the other students, right? Whoever is coming, we can take that as as an input, and we will compare the data with other students. So we have different type of statistics again to understand. We have the first one is nothing but a descriptive stat. So you can consider, right, like when we start with pandas, there we have some function called dot describe. So you will take the pandas that pandas what is it, data set or a data frame, and you will just put dot describe. So it will give you all kind of descriptive statistics. However, you have to understand what are what there. That is why I'm covering this. So what is a descriptive statistics? Here we are collecting data, we are presenting, and we are characterizing, right? That is like just to know each and every fundamental of that data is your descriptive. It involves how we are measuring that. We are measuring by central tendency, by variability, and by knowing the characteristics of the data set, which will provide you what kind of pattern, the trend, and the distribution of data, right? So here you can see, let me just increase the size. So here you can see this I have categorized the descriptive statistics in various parts. One is we have the measure of central tendency. We have 3 M's, right? Mean, median, mode. We are calculating that. And with that, we are getting, okay, what position those data are, right? We have measure of variability, where we have understanding range, variance, standard deviation, which is a very important factor, right? Interquartile range. I have already explained you about it, correct? In our box plot, right? Then we have measures of frequency distribution, where we are drawing different plots, histogram, box plot, pie chart. And box plot is for what, guys? It will give you the fundamentals of knowing outliers, right? Because we cannot consider them in our further studies machine. Then so when we are talking about descriptive statistics, right, there you cannot take a sample from a population and you cannot infer the output. You need to have the complete data for analyzing it. For that thing, we have something called inferential statistics. So inferential statistics, what it will do, it will take some sample and it will perform the hypothesis testing on it, and it will give you the correct output or the correct conclusion, okay, whether we will consider this data or not, or we need to remove few features or not, right? Those kind of inferences it will give, because that is why it is called inferential statistics. Similarly, the way I have explained, it is used to estimate characteristics of a population by drawing conclusions from a random sample. Like I have already said, you will have to take some sample, you have to do testing. Again, here we have different kind of inferential statistics. We have t-test, f-test, t-test, ANOVA test, right? Regression analysis, nominal regression, logistic regression. So, these are various methodologies to come to a conclusion whether this data is worthy or not to give input to a machine, right? And guys, all these things, you don't have to remember the formula, but you need to remember the fundamentals, because these might come in your interview anywhere. It can come from anywhere, right? So I have already explained, right? We have to draw conclusions from hypothesis testing. That have again 2 types of. I will explain each and everything when the hypothesis concept will come. I will show you that we are calculating a p-value, so that p-value we are considering that as 50%. If it is more than 50%, we are drawing that it cannot be, like we are drawing conclusion whether it can be a null hypothesis or alternate hypothesis. So That is how we are inferring this data here. Next, what we have something called predictive statistics. Again, predictive means what? We are doing some predictions over data. So, what is the output? Where we are using this statistics? We are using this in our machine learning because machines are the one who will predict and give you the output, right? So basically, it relies heavily on your past data, analyzing past data, and it will identify the trends and relations which will draw conclusions, right? Or which will give you the predictions. So here we have different techniques, right? Regression analysis, time series analysis, clustering, right? All these are used to what? We are doing different kind of techniques. We are using different kind of algorithms to pick the model, and we are predicting the output from the model for our all upcoming data. We will train the model only once, right? But we'll get the output whenever we are giving some new input. It will give the output based on that. What is the standardization there? We are understanding the accuracy of the model there. And that is nothing but an artificial intelligence, guys. That is the core concept of artificial. It is not a rocket science. You just need to understand. You need to break it into pieces, and it is easier for you. So here I have shown one example. You will see how we are what are the different categories which we are through which these predictive statistics are getting applied. One, like where we are getting the data, which is a mining concept, right? We are modeling the data, we are applying all the statistics, and we are training the data by using machine learning. Then finally artificial is ready. We will create the API out of it and will implement in all our applications for your artificial. Similarly, you might be knowing nowadays that it's AI ready models we are talking about, it. So AI ready models is nothing but we can directly utilize. So consider that you have OpenAI. So OpenAI has a API, and that API we are utilizing, and we can implement all the, like you can create a chatbot, can create something called again different kind of things. So you can. So first we will see everything. We will practice everything, and I will not leave any sort of confusions. So what are the cases we are using statistics? What is the use cases of statistics? So here we are using in kind of market research, like we have quality measurements, then psychometric studies. Then we have in global retail chain, knowing the customer satisfactions by their rating. Like if a customer is providing rating to a product, then that means if it's a 5-star, then highly satisfied, right? Like that we are now getting into retail chain. Then we have healthcare, where we are we have a huge data storage mechanism nowadays. These hospitals and everything, they are implementing in their premises, so that they will keep the health information of the patient completely safe and secure. That is how the statistics there. Then we have credit card fraud detection, again self-driving cars, face detection, recognition, identification of high-risk patients. Whoever is a high risk and implement everywhere, right? Artificial intelligence is helping nowadays. Then computer vision, where we are giving input as an image, and we are extracting the data out. Then again, all kind of decisions over industries and planning, all those aspects we are using. So here we are with our statistical fundamentals, guys. So that is all, guys, for today. We have covered statistical concepts, and we have few more to cover. We will do that, and soon we will proceed for the data science further topics. See you guys till that time, and start subscribing, like, share your comments, share your feedback. That is more valuable to me. And that is all. Thank you.